Hi guys, just with your surprise. What don't you see coming in the month of August, all signs? So we're going to take a quick look and see what's coming up for you guys that you may not expect to happen. And so without further ado, let's start with Aries. Aries. Well, this is very much going to be an emotional journey for some of you guys. My condolences straight away for any of you that may lose someone or has lost someone. This process of your overall happiness and the journey that some of you are on, it may catch you by surprise at how complicated and challenging it could be to let go of something or someone, but it is for your better good, and you know that. Those of you who connect to this part of this reading, you know that you have to let something go in order to find your ultimate happiness. Unfortunately, it may be at the sacrifice of something or someone that you truly wanted and you truly love. Now, for some of you, you may not even feel this right now. It may not become prominent until we get into October, November time. And others of you that's going through it now, you'll be at the tail end of it then, and you'll be walking into your happy place. Okay. It's a process, Aries. It's that type of thing of just when you feel like, okay, I've done it. I've put that behind me. I don't care anymore. I'm heading toward my happiness, is right when you start to fall back into a place of sadness and loss. So be ginger with yourself, okay? Be patient with yourself. This emotional change, which is a death and a rebirth, is a process. And at times, you're going to feel yourself reverting back to a place where you're not so happy, where it's not so comfortable, and it's not in alignment of where you want to go. But you kind of have to take that time to process. Do allow yourself to do that. And do know that in time, this too will change, because I do see that you guys are heading toward your happiness. Yes. Now, for those of you where this may have something to do with love, loss, you're going to retain that. You're going to reclaim that. You're going to find a love that is yours. You're going to put away childish things, and you're going to be able to balance love as well as work and career. So congratulations, Aries. Although this is a tough journey, it's one that's very necessary, and at the end, you're going to be so happy for it. Now on to Taurus. Taurus, well, I can't say for all signs, but so far, definitely everyone should keep their eyes on Scorpio season, because Scorpio season is going to come and clean a lot of things up. Now, for some of you Tauruses, this is going to be a time of change once again, but it's going to be kind of difficult for you to accept this change. For some of you, this has been a toxic situation that you've been kind of trying to get a grasp of and a hold of and let go of for quite some time. And here it is again, rearing its ugly head. Now, for all of you, it'll be different what exactly this toxic thing is in your life. And for some of you, you may find yourself dipping back into a place that is unbecoming of you in order to eliminate the mental stress and strain that you are under. But hopefully you guys can find a better remedy to your solution. And it has a lot to do with not wanting to feel pain, not wanting to feel anguish. For some of you, this has to do with a third party situation, and there has been fallout, discord because of it. Someone's going to be left holding the bag and also feeling disappointed, heartbroken over the situation. Now, this can run from extramarital or third party energy. It could also have something to do with vices. Okay, so this will be a time that Tauruses, you've got to be extra careful with your vices, okay? Because it's going to be pretty easy for some of you to indulge and get out of control with things because you're nursing heartbreak and pain after leaving someone or losing someone or something. So just like Aries, I do see a sense of loss here and kind of having to go through it. I do feel like for some of you, you'll try to get a hold of it, but it may creep back in to your psyche somewhere down the line. So you need to take more of a conscious effort to stay away from anything that doesn't serve you, and all of it'll be different. Okay, when the Devil card comes out, that could be anything that is not becoming of your overall development. So seeing it now could be helpful to let you guys know that it's best to kind of shy away from that and let that go so that you can be on a better path. As I said, just when you think, just like Aries, just when you think you've gotten a handle on it, you find yourself kind of going through the emotional purging. So there will be hard times coming down the line, but I do feel it's kind of telling you have to let go. You have to let go and you have to let God. And that is going to be difficult for some of you to do. You don't want to let something go. You don't want to let someone go, even though you know for a fact that leaving it and letting it go and releasing it will free you as well. Okay. Some of you also can get some bad news about being released or let go. I want to say that as well. But things will get better. You just got to make sure on this side of things, when these things start to creep up on you, if it hasn't already, make sure that you're doing everything that you can to come out better and not having to pick up the pieces. Okay. So all my best to you Tauruses out there. Now let's look at Gemini. Gemini. Now, for some of you, this is real innocent, right? There could have been a lot of changes when it comes to school, work, career, as well as taking things to the next level in life with another person. And so there is definitely some heartbreak and some pain about having to let something go, someone go. But I do see that you're not 100% ready to completely close the door on someone. You're not sure, or they're not sure about you. Now, things are going to heat up in the month of August. And if you're talking about making a further commitment in some way, do expect there to be a lot of stress, anxiety, and worry. Can you afford what you're doing? Are you ready and prepared to take on what you may be deciding to do? Is the person that you're going to do whatever this new commitment will be, is this the right person for you? Are you 100% all in? And are they? These are the questions that you need to ask, because these are the things that are going to come up down the line. Someone is going to be going through stress, anxiety, and worry. And I do feel like it's almost like just when you guys were deciding we're going to do it, someone turns around and decides to say, no, I don't want to. And if they don't say it, their actions will be unmatched. You're going to know 100% that this person doesn't want in like they used to, or vice versa. So I do see some kind of changes coming up. Just when you thought you guys were on one page, things are going to change here, and it's going to leave a lot of confusion, stress, anxiety, and worry. But I think that's when you really need to let go, let God, and let the chips fall where they may, because you really won't have much control over the situation. So that's what I have for Geminis. Now let's look at Cancer. Cancer. Well, you may be surprised by someone's actions or their behavior toward you. Okay. Even if you are being kind, loving, and caring, and you have spoken a truth, you've expressed yourself, you were very honest with your person. For some of you, if you were wrong, you tried to apologize and make things right. You may be shocked at someone's behavior and how they respond to you, how they handle you. It may come across very cold, very distant. You may even feel like at times you don't even notice or recognize this person anymore. Things may become a little bit difficult where they used to be much more easy to get along. You may have some trouble getting along with someone in the month of August, and they are not going to be willing to meet you halfway. Now, this could be quite dangerous because it may lead you to want to find love and affection elsewhere. But Cancer, this is the time that you've got to kind of lean on maturity and be a little bit patient if someone is ignoring you and you're not getting what you want from your person. Now, this could be vice versa, as I said, but that's what I'm saying. Their behavior, someone's behavior, will be very challenging and surprising because you're expecting things to work out and they may not be ready to give you and meet you halfway as quickly as you would like things to kind of change and get better. And it may be a bit of a trial. So maybe challenging in the month of August to get over this situation with this person and get through the trial. But I feel like if you're patient and you're steadfast, things will become a lot better between the two of you. You're just dealing with someone who's very stubborn at this time. And it may be a decision to be made about where the two of you will go from here, because I do feel like your person is going to change. So if you had someone who's pretty much a accommodating and patient individual, somebody in your life, and I get a male energy here. It doesn't matter if you're a Cancer man or a woman, and it could be you as well, but I get someone changing up and they're going to become more of bold and more of an aggressive person and putting their foot down, and that may become very shocking to you. So that's what I have for Cancer. Now let's look at Leo. Leo, happy birthday, guys. Well, congratulations. You are about to face your fear. Yes, some of you have been holding something in, too scared to talk, don't want to feel, not sure about something, keeping secrets, people keeping secrets from you. Well, guess what? It's about to all come out by choice or by force. And for some of you, if it's by force, you may have people coming after you. You will have and feel at times inundated by people's criticisms and things that seem to come up out of nowhere. So do get ready for people to come at you and confront you for one thing or another. I do feel for some of you, you will eventually kind of fight back if you have to, but you are hell-bent on freeing yourself from mental strain, anguish. And if it's not you, I promise you, someone is not going to stop until they get the truth out of you, until they get the truth from you. Some of you may have been trying to avoid the truth. The month of August is going to be the time when it's unavoidable. You've got to face the fear. You've got to get to the root of the issue so that you can get rid of the problem, right? And so I do see that some of you, it may not all happen in the month of August, but August kind of sparks the seed and it plants the seed in order for you to then get to the place of honesty and truth. And like I said, for some of you, you have nothing to do but just sit back because it'll come to you. The truth, honesty, someone's getting caught in the month of August. So if you've been up to anything, you're going to get caught. You know, the crazy part about this, the first thing I saw when I was laying the cards down, I saw someone crashing a wedding, crashing some type of celebration. And I feel like it's online where people are posting celebrations. We got engaged. We're in a relationship and someone's going to kind of blow up somebody's spot. I do see someone's going to get exposed digitally from people. So do be careful of your social medias, your internet. If there's anything that you're hiding, it's kind of unavoidable. But again, Leo, it's only going to bring you to a better place. And I do feel like it's only but a matter of time before you guys bite back. If someone's coming against you, you're going to bite back. But if you're looking for a truth, August is your month. That's what I have for Leo. Now let's look at Virgo. Hi, Virgo. Well, this is I see a lot of sex in August. Surprisingly, that may be a surprise. You're having sex, you're being intimate. There's a lot of sex. But here's the problem. The challenge is going to be that somebody is interpreting sex for love when this is really a karmic relationship. Do you still love your person, Virgo? Do they love you? Are you having a hard time with a family member or a friend who you feel like is using you? Do you feel bad that maybe you may be positioning yourself to gain from someone and you're making them believe something that's not true? Because I do kind of see that. I do see someone, emotions are not the same, but they're kind of manipulating the situation. Now, here's the thing. Some of you are going to be surprised at how difficult it's going to be to try to turn this relationship from karmic and toxic to healthy, substantial, and consistent. It's going to be difficult to do. Is it impossible? No. It will happen in time, but it requires two things that will probably, for some of you, make it impossible, because there is a lack of being equally yoked. For some of you, this is a huge disparity. It could be an age gap, it could be cultural differences, it could just be differences in how you value yourself and relationships. And I feel in August and September, for some of you, you will come to understand and even be shocked at how difficult it is going to be to turn sugar and to turn shit into sugar, because some of you are going to be faced with that dilemma to turn shit into sugar. So good luck out there, Virgos. I'm rooting for you. But most of you are going to realize that possibly you're going to wait for a very long time for this person to get to your level of maturity. So that's what I have for Virgos. Now let's go on to Libra. Libra, well. Surprise, it's over. Something is over. And if someone's cutting you out, you may find yourself needed a minute to really, really digest what has happened. Okay, it's for your better good, and you know that too. You felt it coming. You knew it had to happen. Okay, but I feel like a lot of you are making a decision to cut someone out of your life. Okay, however it goes, there will be a time that you will sit back and think things through, but you won't ever doubt the decision that was necessary to be made because you guys are finally freeing yourself. All the wishy-washy and, well, I don't know, well, I'm not sure what we have. No, that stops now. Your new life is waiting for you, and all that's standing in front of it is this residual energy with another person, and that stops in the month of August. So congratulations, Libra. You're about to head to a new part of life. And you will have moments where you'll think about this situation and how it all went down, but you're going to come out wiser, better than before. And you're not going to even place blame. No, I don't see that. I see you thanking God, being grateful that this has happened. Now, some of you are going to protest if this is not what you want. But if it's not what you want, guess what? You're not going to be able to manipulate it. You're not going to be able to charm someone back. Somebody is done here. And I mean, they're done. And it's like, catch me if you can, because they don't want anything to do with this situation anymore. And again, it looks like it could be either of you. It could be you, it could be your person. But just know in the month of August, no matter how surprised that you will be, that no tactic can be used to deter the person's decision, whether it be yours or theirs. In the end, it is going to be for your better good. And it's going to make you a far better and more wiser person. It's time, Libra. It's time. That's what I have for Libra. Now let's look at Scorpio. Scorpio. Well, in August, surprisingly, you might be going to court. Some of you might be going to court. If you're already in litigations, decisions will be coming down. It could come out of nowhere. Divorce, separation, change. You don't even see it coming. I mean, watch your back. Be careful in your home. I'm not trying to scare anyone. You guys see the cards yourself. So be careful, because this can be real heightened tension going on. If anyone has lost someone, my condolences. Things can get really tricky in that funeral. Things can get really tricky at the wake. Things can get really tricky amongst people coming together. If you're in some type of a competition in the month of August, watch your back. Don't expect anyone to play by the rules, and be very careful, because I do feel like you guys can be in an environment around people that you literally can't trust. And things are going to happen that you don't even expect to happen. Like, what the hell? So be careful. Now, it's going to work out down the line. Everything will be okay. But at what expense? At what cost? Okay, here. Because it looks, yeah, Scorpio, I hate to say it, it looks very, very trying right now. So I want to say be careful. You may get a letter in the mail or something that you have to pay something out. You're being accused of something. I do see that, where things can get very tricky and hidden enemies can kind of come out now very boldly. So I would say, strap up and buckle up. And be careful with inspections of your home. You may have to fight for something. You might be getting people fighting against you. And it becomes challenging over time financially. You might be in a really difficult spot with a partner or another person in your life. So do be careful. It just looks a little challenging, especially for it to be a surprise reading. And things get a little hectic out there. So I would say be careful. I want to even pull a little bit more, because I certainly don't want to leave my Scorpios out like that, because I don't do you guys' reading. That's another story for another day, but I've already mentioned why I don't. It's going to be okay. It's going to throw you off for a little while, and it's going to take you some time to pick up the pieces and get back to a place of understanding. So if nothing is happening on this side, guys, and that's why you listen to this, if anything started coming down the pike, I would say try your best to be as calm as possible, and try your best to be as practical and logical about the situation as much as possible, because you won't have that coming at you. Okay. And over time, things get back in alignment, but you kind of have to pick up the pieces. And this situation that may be happening in August, it kind of shows back up in December. Okay, so something is coming, is starting to come out, whether it be a divorce, separation, a breakup, some type of court issue, legal matter, money matter, anything, again, like I said, it could even be, I don't want to say anything too negative, but just be very careful. Okay. And protect your home, protect yourself is what I want to say. So, but it will get better. I just hope that this has nothing to do with anyone. And I'm completely off the mark. But if anything like that happens, do expect that it might cost you financially and time. Okay. So, yeah, let me know in the comment section below if any of you like to share. If you can relate to this, like, yeah, I'm going through some stressful things. For some of you, it literally is about to come out the blue, and that's your surprise. So that's what I have for Scorpio. Now let's look at Sagittarius. Sagittarius, well, surprise. You have new money coming in, darling. For some of you, this is a new job, so congratulations. Others of you, if you're aiming high in your own employment, I do seeing more money, opportunities, sparks of genius. Next month, even now, start writing things down because you will come up with some money-making ideas, Sagittarius. So make sure you do that. I see even some of you going back someplace and being able to make money from a place familiar to you. Now, this place could have been very challenging in the past, problematic in the past, but this time things are going to be different. Perhaps certain people are gone now. They've changed things up. You will be able to go back to familiar places. Others of you, I see you kind of starting something completely new when it comes to making money and finance and just seeing an uptick in your finances. So that looks really good. Now, here's another thing. You got new love. Now, for some of you, yes, this is probably somebody from the past for some of you. And if that's the case, well, then I do see not entertaining that. But if this is someone new, and I mean brand new, it'll be a bit difficult because August is going to be a very busy month for you guys. August will see you guys kind of moving. So congratulations, you may move out of the blue. Some of you definitely will be working heavy, and love is also coming in. So trying to balance all the scales will be a bit challenging in August, but it's not impossible. But I see new love coming in. I see new love. I see someone who kind of almost rushing in to your life. You do have new love afoot. Again, it could be familiar, it could be brand new, but this is all new things coming to Sagittarius. And the biggest surprise about this may be someone has to explain themselves, especially if they're familiar. They may have to explain why they ghosted you, what their intentions are toward you. Someone needs to get something out is what it looks like to me. So if it's a familiar person, they're kind of coming in a very confrontational sort of way. If it is an unfamiliar person, if it's an unfamiliar person, and a brand new person, I feel like this person could be a bit manipulating. So definitely make sure that you're asking the right questions, you're taking your time and not rushing into anything. And I don't even see that being possible because you're way too busy. Yes, biggest surprise here is move, financial, comforts, and love coming in. And I think you guys are gonna be surprised how all of this is gonna, oh, for some of you, some of you are going to be surprised that you're getting a divorce. You're getting a divorce, you're breaking up with someone, they're cutting you out, you're cutting them out. And you're going to be on your own. So some of you relationship Sagittariuses, in August, you are going to be single. Or by Virgo season, you're going to be single. Some of you, there could be a proposal to get in a relationship coming from someone. Be careful of anyone rushing you into a relationship. Okay, they want to work really, really fast because that's a narcissist. But others of you, I feel if this is not an end to a relationship, which you will be shocked at how much better you'll be on your own. Others of you, this could be a new person coming in wanting to end you being single, and they want you to be theirs. Do you want me to pull a card to see how it's going to work out? Yeah, you might have to call someone out for their manipulating tactics if somebody's trying to control you. So that's what I see for Sagittarius. So that's what I have for Sagittarius. Now let's look at Capricorn. Wow. Capricorn, aren't you lucky? Well, I have to say, for some of you Capricorns out there, you definitely are being blessed. Do you feel blessed? I see happiness. I see some of you making a decision to sell a home, buy a home. Congratulations, because I do see a home and you are going to love the home. And you may have a story to tell about this home. I see it travel, but more importantly, I see happiness. Happiness. And some of you may be too scared to admit that you think you found the one, that you are really happy in life, because I understand Capricorns don't feel like they'll ever, Capricorns know how hard life can get. So you guys don't take for granted happiness, but enjoy it, because in the month of August, you're going to be surprisingly happy at just how fulfilling your life is. You have family, you have a nice home, you're stable. And I do feel like you guys intend to keep it that way. Now, here's the thing. Surprisingly, you may not be sharing much of anything with people when it comes to your love life, your home life, what is making you happy, because you don't want anyone to taint it. I see you guys coveting this beautiful energy. Okay. I see weddings. I see preparing and proposing to someone. I see getting ready to be parents. I see so many beautiful things that is going to come out of the spark of August time, and things will happen fast. It's this type of thing where it's like you'll meet the person. It's like, wow. And by this time next year, you're married, you're living together, and you're on the way to baby. It's that type of thing. Like, whatever this is that is bringing you your happily ever after, it's going to happen pretty quickly. And I'm happy for Capricorns here. The only thing I see is that you may have to make some adjustments when it comes to people around you. Okay. I do feel like you're in a box. For some of you, it's not so much that you will be shocked, but some of you might be. But people around you, I think, will be more shocked at your behavior, because you're being so, not possessive, but you're being so covenant. Like, I can't think of the word, but you are really being serious about this, what is making you happy, a person, your home, whatever this is. It's like you really aren't going to be very particular of who you let in when it comes to where you stand right now, is what it looks like to me. And I feel like some of you may surprise yourself and decide to start your own business, or really focus on your business rather than going toward the traditional way of working, which some of you Capricorns may be shocked and feel like, I'm not that type of person. Well, you're about to be. And I think it's because you value yourself and you know how much value you provide to people in your community, in your neighborhood, around the world. We're talking about the web, right? So for some of you, whatever is making you happy, whatever is bringing you your ultimate contentment and satisfaction, you're going to do everything you can to keep it that way. And I feel like if there's anyone that could possibly come against it, you're going to cut it off at the knees. Okay. Here. Yeah, I see. And I also see some of you surprisingly coming back together with someone. It may not go anywhere, long term for some of you, especially if you are siblings. Like, you may get together with family and that sort of thing, and it doesn't really produce a long-term relationship after the first meeting. But I do see some of you Capricorns being able to kind of work things out with people. But congratulations, this looks really good. And I see family reunions and that sort of thing. So Capricorns, looks like you're going to be surprised. Either people are surprised by your behavior because you found a certain level of peace, and no matter what the circumstances is, you're not going to allow anyone to ruin that. And it may really shock some people. And I mean to the degree where I don't care who died, I'm not going. I don't care how sick you are, I'm not speaking to you. Like, some of you are really drawing a hard line to make sure that toxic people are no longer in your life. And that's going to be a major shock. So that's what I have for Capricorn. Now let's look at Aquarius. Well, Aquarius. I've said it before and I'm saying it again. August is your month. It's your time. You are going to see more money, more success, fame, attention, accolades, and support, emotional support, and you will just feel like everyone kind of likes you. Well, that makes sense, right? Because you have your 7th house lit up when Leo was in it. So I do feel this is your time to make a splash, to start something, to Make that phone call, whatever you feel like you really want to get started and you want it to be successful and you want a lot of eyes on it. August is going to be the time because you will be surprised and shocked at the response because it's so positive. But I have to tell you, there is a caveat. It's almost like a Cinderella story. You only have a certain amount of time. It's not going to happen for your whole rest of your year. So make the most of it while it's lasting. Also, I do feel whatever you're doing in the month of August, if you do not see the results you're looking for, it's going to pick up. It's going to come right around in November. So whatever happens now, you'll see it happening. You'll see the results of it in November, Scorpio season. But this is your time. And for some of you that started something in May and Taurus season, you're going to start seeing the results of your efforts paying off in August. And then it picking back up for something completely different that's going to be profitable for you in November. I also see new love. New love is coming your way. Be careful because even if you're in a relationship, it's coming your way and you cannot juggle. You're in a great karmic time. You want that to continue. So be very ethical at this time, Aquarius. I also want to say, finally, be careful. This energy, albeit it seems amazing and it is great and well deserving, but you're going to get to a point where you're going to stress out because you're going to have to pay something. You may have to pay something or you're expecting something to come in that isn't going to happen as quickly as you would want. Some of you are stressing yourself or going to be stressing yourself for no reason because things are happening for you for the better. Okay, so there's no reason to stress. You're going to be okay. I feel like you guys have some residual issues from the past that is hard to let go of that may have traumatized you, but let that go. This is your time to shine. It doesn't happen all the time. August is your month. This is your time that things are going to be falling into place. Money will be coming to you rapidly. And it's not just money that you expect. This is unexpected income that's going to come your way as well. And you may be thinking negatively about how things are going to work. How is this person going to take my actions? How is this all going to work out for me? It's going to work out better than you think, okay? And for some of you, be careful how you handle people because eventually you're going to have to give back the way that people have given to you. So do be prepared to give equally as you're being given to, because I do just continue to see an abundance given to you financially, emotionally, egotistically. You're just going to get a lot of attention and it feels very positive. So again, do as much as you can while this energy is working in your favor, Aquarius. That's what I have for Aquarius. Now let's look at Pisces. Pisces. Well, surprise, surprise, it's time to let go. It's time to see things for what they are, accept them for what they are, and to let it go. Somebody may be challenged to let you go, right? And it's not an easy thing to be done. It kind of throws everyone off, but it's literally has to happen. I've been telling everybody when Mars goes into Scorpio, and you guys can check out that time frame, all hell is going to be breaking loose. I feel when Mars goes into Scorpio. I'm going to look it up myself just so I'm educated about the time frame because this surprise energy, whatever's happening in August, will kick back up again in Scorpio season, which makes sense because it squares Leo. So for you Pisces, I want to say that you are holding on to something that has passed its expiration date. It has passed it. It's just too much to deal with. It's not even making you happy anymore. You're kind of miserable for some of you, but you stay in it because of the children. You stay in it because you're financially tied to the person. You stay in it because this belongs to me and I'm not going to share anything with you. Stop it. Free yourself. You are the sign of sacrifice. It's a sacrifice you have to make, and it's one that you don't want to make. I do see passing. So this could even be holding on when it's somebody's time to go. My condolences for anyone who has lost someone, and it may require you to have to pay. And that's, I think, where there's a struggle, the financial aspect here, right? It's two different groups of you. It's the Pisces that's holding on because they don't want to have to pay anything to a person when they don't feel like they should. Well, that's going to have to happen. And then you have a group of you who doesn't want to give their part anymore. It's like you can't put up the charade anymore. Like I don't, I really, I can't. I can't meet you halfway because I don't feel the same way. So I kind of see there being a change and an end coming up in August for some of you Pisces. That's going to be quite a surprise. Now you might still be holding on in August, but probably by November, it's ending. It's coming to an end. And whatever happens and whatever the fallout is going to be, you're kind of going to have to deal with that. Okay. Because it's not going to get any easier. You're going to have your good cry and let the situation go. And this could be, again, someone doing this to you, that they really have to let you go. And someone's been holding on to you for quite too long, and it's become extremely unhealthy for them, and it's made them stagnant. I also see, be careful with your drinking and any of your vices, because you may find it to be quite a struggle to overcome those things. Okay. I do feel if you're able to overcome and let things go, that things will become much more better. If you feel like you haven't been getting what you deserve in a relationship, oh yeah, okay, so I do see you're going to make the sacrifice. You're going to make the sacrifice. It's a difficult one to come to the conclusion, but you're going to make the decision to make that sacrifice. And over time, you'll realize that it is the best decision that you could make, which is to kind of put something to bed, let it go once and for all, and move on. So that's what I have for you Pisces, and all of you guys. I would love to hear your feedback, so if you'd like to share, please do so. Otherwise, check me back on the next one. Take care, guys.